What's good, YouTube, man? This is Upchuck Gaming here. Thank you for coming back. Episode 4 of the Plus on Block podcast. If you guys are listening and watching, please like and share. We are not experts, just two guys that like fighting games. I am Upchuck, as I said before, and here is my host, Dre. Let him know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back. It's Treyology, aka Creed. What's this, episode 4? Let's get it, man.
All right. So I feel like I want to start off with this because this is easily the biggest game at E3, in my opinion. I think this game had the most hype behind it once it was shown on Sunday, and it rivaled even games like Anthem and stuff like that. Dragon Ball Fighters. Now,
Yes.
me, when I found out about this game, I think on Friday, I was like, holy shit. I'm like, because I
A
am
lot
a
of people,
Dragon
a
Ball
lot of
guy.
people are like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I am a Dragon Ball guy. I watched the anime. I grew up on Dragon, and I still watch it to this day. So when I first seen it, I'm like, okay, another one. I'm thinking like Xenoverse 3 or something like that. And then when I seen Arc System Works, I was like, uh-oh, this about to blow up, man. And I knew it. I think everybody knew it, from the Dragon Ball community, from the FGC to everybody. But once they showed that trailer, I'm gonna say it again. Once they showed that trailer, bruh, if you look on Twitter, nobody even cared about what Microsoft was talking about anymore. It was Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball. And it goes from the top guys like Justin Wong to, Scar to, Sonic Fox to guys in the Xenoverse community that are like huge, like Rhyme Style and people like that. It felt good because there really hasn't been a game like that in a while that is kind of like bringing everybody from every type of situation, gaming wise, whether you be a professional or a hardcore or a casual.
Right.
So my thing to you is, what are your thoughts? It's a two-part question. What are your thoughts on the game from the gameplay we have seen, and can it compete with games like Street Fighter, Justice, and games of that nature? Let me know your thoughts, Dre.
Okay. As for the way it looks, that that game looks fire, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's an art game, so you know the art style. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty familiar with their style of game, how they go about it. To make a Dragon Ball Z game in that style, I think fits it perfectly. You know what I'm saying? And it's a 3v3 also, like a Marvel type game. Yeah, so it looks pretty dope, man. The fast-paced action and all that that's known in Dragon Ball Z and all that it's dope. Hoping it can it compete? I definitely think it can, and I really hope it does and last. You know what I'm saying? Because as you said, this is bringing a lot of people from different genres. Don't even know. A lot of people don't even wasn't even aware of Arc Systems, and this game, just because it's a
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball Z game, is about to bring a lot of people from different genres together. Because Dragon Ball is such a huge franchise and a you know what I'm saying a huge anime known worldwide. It's gonna bring a lot of people in, and this is a good thing. Definitely, I look forward to seeing the competition. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not gonna be a easy game. You know what I'm saying? Because Guilty Gear alone is freaking complex and technical as it is, and to have a
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z game with a 3v3, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to see what people come up with. The strategy. These Marvel guys, they're gonna hop in this shit, and they're gonna be pulling off some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Dragon Ball Z dudes, they might not have been aware of an Arc game before, but now I think this is gonna put Arc System on the map because Arc has been around for a long time, but their games aren't as huge as a Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think this definitely gonna put them on top. Not on top, but what I'm saying in conversation, as you say it, with Street Fighter and Injustice, Mortal Kombat, and all that. So I'm looking forward to see where it goes, man. And I hope and I think it will be a huge success. So I'm looking
Okay.
forward to it.
That's
And
dope.
I'm not even a Dragon Ball Z guy either. You know what I'm saying? And
And
I'm looking
that's
forward for
the
this shit. You know what I'm
beauty of
saying?
it. That is
Yeah,
the
it's like
beauty of it, and that's
exactly.
exactly what I want to talk about. Like, there's people that I know who, I mean, because to say you don't know anything about Dragon Ball is kind of crazy. I
Yeah, I
don't
would. Yeah, I
believe it.
wouldn't say. I'm not saying I don't know nothing because I used to watch it when when he was on Toonami years back or whatever. But
That's
I
what I'm
never
saying.
followed it. You know what I'm saying? I never
Yeah,
followed
yeah,
it
yeah.
like
I
even
mean, like I
now.
said, but
But
you
yeah,
know of it though. Like Dragon
exactly.
Ball is
Anybody
like,
that said it don't, they're lying.
yeah, Dragon Ball to me is like McDonald's. You know, it's kind of
Yeah,
it's kind of
it's a
like that. You know, it's a
worldwide, bro.
huge anime, and
Yeah.
for I want to give a big shout out to Bandai Namco for like
Oh yes.
stepping out the box and getting
Yeah.
away from the arena brawler
Yeah.
Xenoverse type of game, which is not a bad game. Like people like, oh man, no, I'm not dissing Xenoverse, bro. I play Xenoverse. I bought both games and I played a stupid amount of hours in both. But it's good for them to take a break from that
Yeah.
because both of those games came out like a year and a half apart. And
Yeah.
when you do that, you know, it gets kind of repetitive. And, you know, so when they bring out Xenoverse 3,
Yeah.
it'll be a more hype situation because they
Yeah.
actually took a elongated break. But to get back to Dragon Ball Fighters, I do feel like it's going to compete, man. And
I definitely
well,
agree.
especially after you watch like the actual gameplay, not the trailer, but the actual gameplay. And when you watch like good people play that game, it's going
Yeah.
to be so easy on the
It's gonna be
eyes.
hype, bro. Hey, look, it's gonna be a hype situation because it's like this is Dragon Ball, man. This is Dragon Ball Z. Like you know what I'm saying? Imagine seeing those people on the screen in an arcade, like in a 2D fighter in a Marvel vs. Capcom situation. Because you already know how hype Marvel 3 gets. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So imagine that with Dragon Ball Z, but it's just gonna make it even 10 times better, man. And as you said, with all these Marvel fans that see this shit, is like, yo, what the hell is going on, bro? I'm with it. I'm ready to see what happens, man.
Yeah, and also is like I said, a thing about like a popular fighter like Street Fighter, like it's fun to play, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah,
And I feel like the thing that I want to say it hurts Marvel because I think Marvel is a popular game, but Marvel is so kind of like all over the place, bro. Like if you kind of don't really understand Marvel, it's still
right.
fun to watch, but you're
It's
not
still fun to
really like
watch.
connected to it.
Right.
With Dragon Ball
And
Fighters,
that's me. That's me with
yeah,
Marvel.
that's
Because a
me
lot of people
too.
like, yo, when's Marvel? I'm like, okay. It's cool to watch, it gets crazy, but I don't really know what the hell is going on half the time. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
you know
so
what I'm
I
saying?
feel like with this game, while you're trying to learn on what's going on, you're gonna be excited to watch because you
Yeah.
see moves you see Kamehameha, you see characters
Yep.
and you see them playing like the actual anime. So you're actually gonna be watching like a Dragon Ball episode. You
Exactly.
know, so I feel like man, this game is gonna be so hype. And while I'm excited to play it early next year, 2018, I am just as excited to watch these things at tournaments, man. I'm telling you,
Yep.
because I feel
Hell yeah.
like this game is going to be right under Street Fighter
It's
Five. I
gonna be
think this
it's gonna be
game
up there, man.
is definitely going to be up there because,
Yep.
like I said, it's not fake hype. It's not
Nope.
fake hype, man.
Nope.
You got Saban hyping this shit up. It's just so many people, popular people, Max, and you have people in other genres hype for Dragon Ball, man. This is a phenomenal thing. But I do want to throw out something real fast before we move on. The Xenoverse community, in my opinion, that
They're gonna
especially
get
like on
bodied.
YouTube, I feel like they're going to get exposed,
They're gonna
and
get bodied, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why. Me playing the game the way I play the game, and I follow a lot of these guys because they're not like bad guys or whatever, and
Yeah, of course not.
they're not. But when you watch their videos, they're like, oh, you can make this type of character, or you can make this type of character, or when you're good in Xenoverse, like when you reach the peak in Xenoverse, it's not even like halfway in a real fighting game. It's just not,
Yeah.
because of how the game is built. You
Right.
know, there is a skill gap in Xenoverse. So I mean, don't get it twisted. You'll get body if you don't know what the hell you're doing. Because that's any fighting game. If you
Yeah, of
don't,
course. Yeah.
if you don't know what the hell you're doing, you're gonna lose.
You're gonna get destroyed, of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? But watching these guys trying to pick up, Rev 2 and and you can just tell they not used to playing these type of games, and a lot of those channels and things are going to suffer. Their channels are going to suffer, man, because you can't lean on, oh well, we about to, I'm about to do a combo video. I mean,
Yeah.
that don't really work in these type of games, especially in the 3v3. I mean, yeah, you could do it, but it's not. It just kind of it's not gonna work. So hopefully those guys can step up. And I actually hit up a couple, man, that that I watched, and they was being honest, like, you know what, it's gonna take some time, but I'm gonna get my ass in the lab and I'm gonna play this because they know it's a real fighting game. There's no gimmicks. There's no nothing. If, like I said, the combos are really highly skilled. If you really watch the gameplay is highly skilled, man. Corner combos, juggle combos, all that stuff takes skill. You're not going to do that day one.
That is what the art game's about. Like, it's not a pick up and play. It really takes time and patience, man, and a lot of freaking work to get the mechanics on point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, as you said, a lot of them, they're going to be struggling at first, you know what I'm saying? But, eventually, we're going to see some nice competition coming out of it.
Yeah, we are going to see some nice competition with it, man. And like I said, I'm really excited for the game, you guys. And I will be bringing you info on the game as much as I can. I pray to God I get in this beta, bro. I'm telling you.
They're doing a beta.
They're going to do a beta sometime this summer. If I don't get in, I'm going to be pissed. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm going to be pissed. But let's move on, man. So, while Dragon Ball was hype, Sony did have their E3 conference last night, and it was very underwhelming, by the way. I will throw that out there. But they did show Marvel Infinite story trailer, and then they announced, a demo or whatever. Yeah. They announced a free demo, story demo, let you try out some of the characters. I think the demo is pure trash, but hey, that's just me. I really do. I think the demo is straight garbage. But
I concur.
What I want to say to you is, or I could go first on this one. The question is, though, are they rushing this game? Or are they really, like, because for me, like, when I played it last night, it doesn't look bad. For me, like, people say, oh, the graphics, I looked at it on my TV, and it didn't look nothing like that trailer they showed. I don't know what kind of trailer that was, man. I don't know why they showed that trailer, because I'm like, what the fuck happened? I mean, this trailer is worse than the first one. Chun-Li and some of these characters do look kind of bummed up, bummy in the face. But I'm not going to say it's not an issue. I kind of hope they fix it before it launches in September. They still do have a couple of months or so to get it together. So I'm not going to really like chip on that. But Marvel, I don't know, man. Like, it's like when I look at Marvel and then I look at Dragon Ball, bro, like, I think it's just hard. And like, I don't think Marvel is going to be a bad game. I don't think it's going to be a bad game, and I don't think they need a story. I feel like that's kind of like wasted time that they use to to put in the cinematic story. That's only going to be 2 hours, and I do feel like I did watch some E3 gameplay of Thanos and stuff like that, and Thanos looked like a beast. I like the character models. I just think the faces are kind of wonky, man, but graphically, it looks good. I think, and it plays like Marvel. Then they did implement some type of easy combo thing where, because in KOF, there's like an easy combo you could do if you hit the lights, and it's like 4 hits and they're going to a super. Well, in this game, but it's very low risk. I mean, it's high risk, low reward because it doesn't really do a lot of damage, and you could get punished if it's blocked. Well,
do you think they only did that for the demo though, or is that how?
No. Because I was about to say in Marvel, they announced this a while back. This is not new, and I'm like, damn. Right. I was in the me and Rel was on last night, and we were both playing. I'm like, so I could just hit square and do like a full like combo, then knock them in the air, combo again, pressing one button. Man, that's kind of cheesy, bro. And it's a real combo. It's not like a like a KOF combo or whatever, or even Rash has it in KI, where if you just hit the light a couple of times, he'll do a combo into a shadow move. So I don't know about that aspect, man, because I feel like That's even worse than what they're, than what some doing in Street Fighter Five, and we'll talk about that in the next topic, or whatever. But I think Marvel overall, I think it's going to be fine. The roster size, it is what it is. I did see it. It's like three more spots they haven't revealed yet, but the leak was pretty much spot on. So these leaks have been right this year. This has been the the year of the
Yeah,
leaks, from Injustice to
you're the leaks,
Marvel
man.
to everything, man. I mean,
Shit.
everything is getting leaked. So that leads me to believe that Super Street Fighter is coming down the line. But that's a different discussion for another day. But let me know your thoughts on Marvel, man. Just overall, are they trying to rush this, or what's going on?
Yeah, man. I think they are. I kind of want Capcom to just slow it down a bit, man. I understand they got all these tournaments where you got Marvel and you got Street Fighter as the main events of the games, but they announced this last year, and they said it's coming out this year. The same thing they did with Street Fighter the year prior. You know what I'm saying? It came out. I'm like, even when they announced Street Fighter, I was like, yo, that's kind of soon. You know what I'm saying? When they said early, you know what I'm saying? And then they released, and they was released in this state, and I feel like they're kind of replaying the same thing with Marvel, which I really hope they don't, man. I want them to take their time. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
saw even what's his name? Was it Saban or F Champ was like, yo, they need after playing the demo, it's like, yo, they need to delay the game a little bit. You know what I mean? Take their time. You know what I'm saying? I agree because I'm like, yo, I'm not a Marvel player, but they know they play the game. They know what you know. What's up.
Exactly.
So if they're saying, yo, delay the game and take your time, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think you should because I feel like with this demo, I really wasn't feeling it, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't feeling the demo. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on this, especially since DBZ was announced. It kind of like killed the hype for the
It
Marvel. I
kind
ain't
of
gonna
did,
front.
though.
It kind of
It
killed the
kind of
hype for
it
that.
kind of did. It
So
kind of did.
I want Capcom to take their time, man, and really polish this game up and make it the best they can make it because I do feel like it's being rushed. You know what I'm saying? I just say with the characters, as you say, it doesn't look bad in motion, but that trailer, that trailer they showed, these
That
characters look
trailer, bro, I almost threw up
like,
watching it. I'm like, what is
you know
this?
what I'm saying? They definitely need to delay this game and just take their time and stop trying to rush things for tournaments, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just take your time. Like I think it's gonna when it comes out, you know what I'm saying, it's probably gonna play fine and people are gonna love it or whatever. But that one button combo thing, I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really not
Because
with
it's
that.
a
So
full combo though. That's what I'm
and
like.
it's a
I'm
full
like,
combo,
I'm
and then
like,
you keep canceling
huh?
it to other thing. I'm like, nah, fam. Like
A full
I'm
combo,
not
bro. Like that don't even make
I'm
it.
not
I'm like,
I'm not feeling that at
I
all,
can hit
man.
square like what 5, 6 times,
And just sitting
and
there
it
like,
come
yo,
down and
all
hit
right,
a super, bro. That's crazy, man.
I'm just gonna wait.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like Capcom. I feel like Capcom is like eh, even though the game look, I think the game people say it look like a mobile game, and I'm like, I slightly agree because coming off of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, with the art style was a comic book art style, and that was dope.
Yeah.
And to come into this one, it seemed kind of like more Capcom balling on the budget right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the budget's not
Yeah.
up there
Hmm.
as it was, with Marvel 3. So it still doesn't look that great to me. You know what I'm saying? But it looks okay. But I say I do want it to delay the game and not rush it out to the market because right now these other fighting games coming out is making Capcom look incompetent, bruh, and they're making Capcom look like amateurs, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Because Capcom been in
Yes.
the game for so long, bro. And these other, yeah, Injustice come out damn near a perfect launch. Tekken came out, you know what I'm saying? It had its issues day one, but was fixed with no time. You know what I'm saying? We're still having issues on Street Fighter with this shit. You know
Bruh.
what I'm saying? So which is
I
like,
don't even
yo,
talk about that,
like
man.
come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You're over a year on the market right now with Street Fighter. Your CFN is still, you know what I'm saying,
It's
not
trash.
100%. It's
Let's be
trash. You know
honest.
what I'm
It's
saying? It's
trash.
trash.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
trash,
You just
bro.
did an update, and this update is keep disconnecting people from games and shit. And then what's gonna happen when somebody get disconnected? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get docked because
And get put
because
on
your
that
server,
ban list,
yeah,
bro.
you'll
It's
put on that ban list
terrible.
and got that Reaper symbol over the names when it's not even their fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's not. Come on, man. Fix this shit. Like if you're gonna have an always online game with a CFN online system, like your thing has to be perfect, bro. You can't be having people disconnected in the middle of a fight. You know what I'm saying? And then whose fault is it? You're gonna blame who for that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because it's
and
not
my
even
thing too
nobody's
is like
fault, but it's your fault, and your stuff is not good. Like, fix it.
we're literally in the time where NRS game, and I put this on Twitter, it runs better than Street Fighter. Like, who would have ever thought that?
Yeah, that's
NetherRealm
crazy.
Studios netcode has been trashed for I don't know how long.
Yo,
I
you
don't
know what I'm
know
saying?
how long. And they took the time. It gave them. They did it in 1 year
One
and
year.
relaunched their netcode. And
Like,
the
come
and
on, man.
Injustice. When I say I have little to no issues, yeah,
Right?
you get one
Exactly.
laggy. You get one
Yeah, you
laggy
get.
match
Yeah.
every blue moon. But nah, bro. I mean, I probably had probably like 3 or 4 lag matches since the game has come out. I tried to play Street Fighter
Like,
over the
bro.
damn weekend, and I quit. I'm like, I can't play this because it's
Like,
stupid. It's so
it's
stupid, man.
crazy,
Like
man. Like,
Capcom really need to just
and
delay this
I'm
game.
wondering if Capcom is actually looking at these games and be like, yo, what can we do to fix it? Because I don't think they're listening, bro. That's the thing. And that's the worst part because I don't think they're listening or paying attention to
No,
the fan base, bro. Because I'm like, yo, you cannot have these games coming out with these netcodes fucking smooth butter. You know what I'm saying? And
butter,
your
bruh.
game is your online netcode is so garbage, bro. I'm getting mad rollbacks and lag and spike. You know, I'm like, yo, come on, bro. I'm hitting dudes and put him in stun, and then the shit rolls back and take him out of the stun, fam. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like, come
it's
on,
just
bro.
pretty bad. I really,
Like,
because I think this is a huge game for Capcom, especially with the launch of Street Fighter Five and the state that Street Fighter Five is in. Is it a bad game? No, but
it's
in my
not.
opinion, it's not where it needs to be.
It needs to be definitely not.
And
You know what
if
I'm
you
saying?
if you guys just trying to release another game just to get the cash grab, then that's a bad thing on you
That's a
guys
bad
because
move, bro.
there's other fighters to play.
Yep.
There's
Yep.
other fighters to play, man. It's not
I'm
like you
like,
guys are
listen,
just
man.
launching by yourself. There's
Right.
other games to play. Don't brush this. Don't for no esports and none of that garbage. We don't need that right now because the market right now, I'm not gonna say it's oversaturated, but it's full. So if
It
you're gonna
is.
bring out another broken game or an undeveloped game that you're probably gonna patch four or five, 6 times in this year, then you might as well
Yeah.
just delay it. You know what I'm saying? Bring it out in December or January, which is
For real,
a
man.
perfect time, because by January, everybody's pretty much done with the holiday games. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Then
Pretty
you
much
can
done.
actually have your own time, before that behemoth come out next year in Dragon Ball. Because I'm telling you right now, man, if this game doesn't work online, it's DOA. It's DOA. If it
Like,
runs anything
yeah.
like the PS3 version, the Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom 3, is
It's,
DOA. Facts.
it's like
Facts.
Capcom.
Nobody gonna tell me
Capcom.
different. It's over.
Capcom got hamsters running their servers, bro. Got hamsters in
you
their servers, bro.
know what I'm saying? It needs a delay.
Like,
Okay. So you got
needs a
anything else on this
delay,
before
bro.
we move on, man?
We can move on, we're kind of ranting right now, but Capcom, y'all pissing me off, man. Get your shit together.
I mean, no, I think it's good to rant, man. I
It
mean, because
is, you
like
know
I
what I'm
said,
saying?
I think me and you have been like the most
Yo,
Capcom guys,
yeah,
that
exactly.
I personally know. Maybe Jabari too. Like we kind of like, all right, man, just give him time. But
Yeah, we try to give them
everybody
benefit of
has
the
a
doubt, like,
breaking
yeah,
point.
like,
Like this weekend with Street Fighter Five was my breaking point,
right.
bro. I lost points. My off of
Oh my
freaking
god.
lag. It's stupid. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that.
saying? So I'm like, I'm done, whatever. But let's move on. So talking about the one button combos, bro. Like, I think if you play any other genre, they don't dumb down games for casuals. If you play Call of Duty, you're either gonna be good or you're gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? And if you play sports games like Madden, FIFA, 2K, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be bad. But it seemed like recently, and more likely, Capcom. No, we ragging on Capcom, man. They're trying to infuse the casual market. So my question to you is: do you think that's a good idea? And if so, and if not, what's a way that they can incorporate the casual market without hurting the game?
uh, I think it's cool to want to have the casual players pick up your game and get into it. But the one button combo, I don't think is the way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no game should be. You should just pick it up and just like yo hit button and you like doing crazy combos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like AG. Nah, you know what I'm saying? The whole game, especially fighting games, bro, because fighting games are known to be like competitive. Like you go in there, you test your skill against other people, just as skill or more skill than you. That's how you learn and get better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you make a game and you just hit one button, and you can hit another button to combo into that one button combo, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you got a 15 hit combo into a super. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really think you're learning anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you're really learning the main mechanics of that game.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's cool to and to be honest, like yeah, casual are the main audience when it comes to games in general or whatever. But casual aren't sticking around and doing the online joint. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, when Shiva came out, everybody was complaining about no arcade mode. You know what I'm saying? No story mode, and that's what the casual looks forward to into fighting games. They're not really going online like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like you shouldn't just make it super easy. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's the way to get them to go online. But nah, man, like I feel like yo, let them learn the game, bro. Like let them learn the game and learn what to do, what not to do, the mechanics. You know what I'm saying? And get better. Like that's just my opinion. I don't think you should be able to just pick up a game and start running through dudes that's been playing this shit for like years. Even though you're not gonna be doing that regardless if you're just picking up the game. But
Yeah.
I'm just not. I'm just not with the that easy mode in these games, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
that's me.
Well, look, like I said, Marvel is not the first to do it. KOF has this. Killer Instinct has this. Combo Assist, and that is like a pure combo game. So for a game like that to actually, and they added it later. It wasn't like a launch thing. It was more of a, they added because they was trying to bring in more people to play the game. Now, I do if it does put the person who put in the time at a disadvantage because they're not working as hard as you to do the same amount of damage you're doing,
Right. Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's kind of lame. I
That's what I
don't
mean.
like that. I for developers to put that in the game is kind of stupid, because no, for real though,
Yeah,
because
I agree with you.
like this, just imagine Marvel at what's probably gonna be uh SoCal regionals, SCR. I'll be there. Marvel gonna be at that tournament, right? No, I don't think because that's in September. But just imagine it's at a tournament, and you have guys because you could turn it off. Maybe they're gonna disable that at tournaments. I don't know, but you could
Make it
actually
infinite.
go and hit a infinite combo. It's not because the
Oh my
combos
god.
in Marvel are not hard. That's not the the meta in Marvel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's about team and synergy
Yeah,
and
managing your
keeping
team and
it
all that.
going. Yeah, because once you hit them, you want to keep it going.
Right.
That's Marvel. So you're making it easy for people who don't lab like Yipes and F Champ and Chris G and all these guys who lab constantly to try to get their timing down. I could just go in there and press a button 5 or 6 times, 7 times, and do the same thing you do, and then hit a super, then call it an assist and do, what I'm saying? So to me, that's not a really good idea. There's other ways to bring in casuals, and I think one way is arcade modes. I think our arcade mode should be standard in every fighter. You
Right.
know,
Yep.
do I care about it? No.
Right. Right.
I've
That's what I'm
said
saying.
that
Because
many a time. I
yeah,
don't
but that's
care
what the casual
about.
plays. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I don't care about arcade mode. I'm a very competitive guy, and I like to test my skills against other people because when you play the computer, you're not really getting the right, you know, how
You're
can I
not
say, you're not
learning
getting the
nothing.
right reads basically
Right.
because that computer is programmed to do a certain thing when you do a
Right.
move
It's a
based on the
reaction
difficulty
thing.
level.
Yeah. Whatever
Yeah,
you do,
so
they react to it.
Exactly. So if you want to bring in casuals, then I think that's the mode you kind of do. Arcade mode, cinematic mode, stuff like that. I like Injustice is built for hardcore and casual. Tekken is built for hardcore and casual because you could do more than just fight online.
Yeah.
Now, because even like I said, Killer Instinct, man, heavy combo game, combo assist, and you do it's like a manual, which is KI. Just a little breakdown KI. So in KI, you have auto doubles and you have manuals, and the other person is supposed to break them. A
Right.
manual is actually harder to break than the auto double because the auto double you
Okay.
press one button, it hits you 3 times. A manual, if you do a manual and it hits you once, those are actually harder to perform, but it's harder to break. So that's like the meta of KI. You know what I'm saying? You kind of keep them guessing or whatever. And with combo assists, anybody can do it. Anybody. How do you put in a combo assist in that type of game when your whole game is based off combos? Combo breaker, counter breaker, all that stuff is based off that. And if you guess wrong in that game, you're going to get destroyed, like 70% damage.
Damn.
I'm telling you. So you can't guess wrong in KI. And I don't like the fact that, devs are starting to do this. Even with a game like Street Fighter 5, man, and this is no shot to you, but I feel like some characters in that game no, this is the real. This is real. I was at Combo Breaker, and the guy said I beat Itabashi, the guy who eliminated him from Combo Breaker,
Right.
off a turn punch. Because I mean, that's literally in the guy. It's stupid. Like some things should not be in the game, bro. I'm telling
I
you.
do agree. I mean, I'm not
It,
saying it shouldn't be in the game, but it shouldn't be
no, but
as
it
powerful
should
as
be
it
it should
is.
be dumbed down or something like that.
Yeah.
Because like me when we play, like we have our battles, and I play Sim, which is a difficult player to play. I mean, a difficult character to play, and you play Rogue, which he's not difficult, but he still takes skill to play with. Anybody can't
Right.
just pick up Rogue. But I don't like the fact that games have this. It's like a rubber band effect, basically, where they use that in sports games, where I could pretty much be winning the whole round, dominating, spacing everything, and I make one mistake and I get bodied. I don't like that because it shouldn't. I don't like
I
that.
mean,
I don't. To me,
mm,
because it's not fair. It's not.
I don't. Nah, I don't
No, no,
agree
no.
because
Look,
go ahead. Go ahead.
it's not fair, bro. I mean, and I'm like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from you because you know what you're doing, but one mishap, you shouldn't lose like 70-80% of your life, bro. That's insane. So
But
it could be casual. They could make it to where because Street Fighter 4, I didn't feel like it was like that. I feel like in Street Fighter 4, from the time out that how many man, I don't we played like 400 or 500 I don't know how many
yeah,
matches we played Street Fighter 4, but I felt like you was beating me not off gimmicks. I think you was beating me because you was the better player.
I, I
And
do
I feel
think
like in
yeah,
Street
yeah.
Fighter 5, it's not like that sometimes because certain characters just got bullshit that lets them, what I'm saying? Like it's kind of brain dead, bro. I'm just being
my,
honest.
my thing about that is you said yeah, you could be winning the game and then you make one mistake, but that is the problem right there. You made a mistake, and I feel
Okay.
like yes, if you make a mistake, the other person should be able to capitalize and punish you severely because of your mistake. Yes, I agree. Some moves in the game are too strong, and I don't think the scaling is as there is not much. I don't think there's much scaling in Street Fighter Five as there was in four, because the same thing could happen in four, but because of the scaling, the damage gets minimized lot faster. In this one, a lot of times when you do a combo, you think, oh, and you go into the super, you think, oh, nah, they're still alive. They're dead. You know what I'm saying? But
And that's my point.
I feel like, yo, if you make a mistake, I'm gonna punish you, and I'm gonna punish you
No,
hardcore
no,
if I can. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that you
The
can't
term,
punish though.
as
I'm saying that I shouldn't die. If
what that
I
depends on
have
your
like
health, though.
70, I have like 70% and I go to 10 off of one mistake, bro. The
Yeah,
pros are saying this. I'm not just
you're right.
saying
You're
this.
absolutely right. They
I'm
are
just
saying
being
this.
honest though. Like stuff like that shouldn't be
it's
in the
gimmick,
game because it's
it
tailored.
is gimmicky because
It's gimmicks.
in real tournaments you're not gonna really do that. It's just something to do just a troll. But for the third punch thing, it's a gimmick move and it's a troll move because and people say it's broken and all that, but gotta understand, you gotta hold on two buttons, and holding on to those two buttons limits you to do from doing anything else. That's why you see these guys that do it with Balrog, they're getting beat up because they can't counter or do a regular combo as they could. You know what I'm saying? Because that two button that they're holding down is limiting them from their thing. So they get beat up and shit. And waste time, you know what I'm saying? So that turbo
Yeah,
be up,
but
and then
not only
and
that though.
that's where I see a complaint comes in because you're getting the ass whooped and then you just do a turn punch and then into
And you
victory and
die.
it's a
That's crazy. Like that, bro. Like that. So you can hold down two
but
buttons, bro. I mean, like, come
and
on,
it,
man.
and it,
That shit
yeah,
is lame, man. That shit is so lame. And it's not
it
only
is
him. It's just certain things in Street Fighter or where it just irritates me because it literally does not make any
like
sense.
I agree
It
because the
doesn't.
same thing with Armika, the same thing with freaking Laura with that damn knee, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And
So
Armika
like
freaking with a quarter combo shit like that shit's
yeah,
retarded.
because to
You know what I'm
me,
saying?
I would say this, and this goes for any game, whether it be Madden, Call of Duty. Like a bad player should never be a good player ever,
Right.
ever. It should never happen.
But in Call of Duty,
And
that's reaction based though. So it's whoever sees who the next person first. So
okay, well, yeah,
you
well,
know,
Call of Duty maybe that was a bad example, but
yeah,
like
whoever
like
can
for
pull the trigger
sports game,
faster. You know what I'm saying?
like a
Yeah.
bad Madden player would never beat me in Madden,
Right.
never. And I feel like in these tournaments, like or even online, like dude, like some of these guys, like you shouldn't lose to. And it's
Yeah.
not because they're out executing you, it's because they're using
I agree
bullshit
with that. Cause
that's in the
that
game.
shit.
It's stupid.
Even online, when you go online, you're like, this dude shouldn't be beating me. Like,
And
cause
my
you see
point
him doing dumb shit,
exactly.
and you're
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
yo,
Because I'm not even going based off silver or gold, none of
yeah,
that
it's not
stuff,
even
man.
rank
I'm
thing.
going
It's
off
just
by how these guys are playing.
right,
And
exactly.
and when you try to infuse casual into your games, by
That's when you
changing
get
the
the gimmicks.
game instead of giving them things that they can do, it's irritating, man. It really is irritating.
Imagine,
And
imagine playing Madden or NBA and just hit a one button and you do mad cross ups and just go straight.
that's what I'm saying, man. That's stupid. Like, you know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
Like who
breaking ankles
does
and all that
that?
shit. Yeah, straight to the hoop. Just
I
hit the
mean, like
button.
you could take a game like Injustice right now, and you can't really like cheese in that game. You can't.
Yeah,
Deadshot is not even an issue anymore. Just like I said, he wasn't. He's not an issue. He's not an issue. I think Injustice does a good job because people just have to learn the game, man.
yeah.
And once you learn the game, a lot of that bullshit that worked like the first couple weeks goes away. It goes away, and you
Hey,
lose because you supposed to lose for the
hey,
most
real
part.
quick.
What's
I'm
up?
sorry, off topic, real quick. Hey, Frozen, I'm gonna need you to step aside with that freaking scarecrow combo that you just posted up on Twitter, fam. That one bar taking shit, man. I don't need to get out of here with that, bro. We ain't playing again, bro. I was like, back to that shit was crazy. I don't know what the hell that was either.
But yeah, man. So I do feel like I think games need to, if you want to have casuals like learn the game, go look at Guilty Gear's tutorial. Might be the best
It
fighting
is.
game
It is.
tutorial I've ever played. Guilty Gear Rev teaches you all the mechanics and have mini games to where you can actually use the mechanics.
Yeah.
You're not just because how most fighters or any type of game they do this move. Okay, now do
Right.
this move.
Now do this
Now
shit.
do this move, and like nothing is happening on the screen. They just telling you the
Yeah.
inputs. Like this is this. You could do this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like it like that. But like I said, Guilty Gear, I think they set the standard for tutorials. If you want to learn that game, go play that tutorial, man. Fantastic,
It's a pretty good
fantastic.
tutorial,
But let's move on, man. This is a topic I want to talk about that was kind of like near and dear to my heart. I think, you know, if you wasn't in this era, man, I feel bad for you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you caught it on the tail end or whatever, but the arcade life, going to the arcade, man, it was literally nothing like it. It was nothing like it. You met
Okay.
people, you know, it was so competitive in the arcade area, man, where you know you had like what dollar. Sometimes some people only had $1. Some people only had 50 cent, man.
50 cent.
You know, I can't. I used to go every Saturday with $5, and I'd be there all day. $5, 20 quarters. I'll be there all day. You know, so Dre, let me know like some of your favorite moments in the arcade era, and just what do you miss about it?
Okay, as from my arcade experience, I'm gonna let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? It's not as memorable as Chuck because I was born in a third world country, people. I
Oh
was
wow.
Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't exposed to as much arcade. I know I went to arcades like going to school or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but I wasn't like financially able to just spend money in arcades
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Like yeah, you know what I'm saying? So but I do remember like I used to when I was going to school, I used to save my money, you know what I'm saying, my lunch money, and I would need nothing for a whole day and just take my money to the arcades and, you know, play like it was Mortal Kombat, you know what I'm saying, Killer Instinct. You know what I'm saying? They had the PlayStation ones and all that N64. I used to love playing uh Mortal Kombat 4. I don't know that's not one of the best Mortal Kombat, but I used to I used to love playing on the N64 because especially once I learned how to put the cheats in and do the easy fatality, and then
Yeah.
you just hear the dude come up whenever you confirm the fatality, you hear him smile about outstanding.
Yeah.
And, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That was dope. You know what I'm saying? Playing GoldenEye, you know what I'm saying? Tekken, all of that, man. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? I used to get in trouble because at the time my father was a cab driver, and he in the city where in the town where the arcade was, he used to work around there, so he used to see me, but he wouldn't say nothing until I get home. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, yo. Yeah, yo, I'm like, yo, so then you go home, you know what I'm saying? You go into the arcades and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I used to get in trouble doing that a lot, but I still do that shit every chance I got, you know what I'm saying? And and it was dope to me, man. Like I said, meeting new people, fighting against people, you know what I'm saying, and having a bunch of people around you, you know what I'm saying, enjoying the same thing you enjoyed in game,
Yeah.
and even though I couldn't afford like the systems or whatever, enjoy it, those just expensive, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't enjoy it until my mom came here and was able to buy stuff and send down to me. You know what I'm saying? So, but those were my arcade experience, and it was dope, man.
That's good. Now, mine's I will say was just kind of fantastic. First time I ever played Street Fighter 2 was in the arcade, probably like in 90 what 4ish, I think. Something like that. And
Yeah,
I excuse me, I didn't even know what the hell Street Fighter was. I was real young. And I'm like, what is this, man? And I think that's when I really like got into like competitive gaming, because when you have like Nintendo and stuff like that, it's more like, Mario and Duck Hunt and stuff like that. And I wasn't like rich either, so I didn't really have like a lot of games from my Nintendo to
yeah,
like, go against other people. So I was mostly playing one single player games on the Nintendo. But once I found Street Fighter, I used to tell my mom, it was at this liquor store, man, arcade. And I'm like,
oh
Mom, can
yeah,
I go? Can I get 50 cents to go play Street? She's like, what the hell is Street Fighter? I'm like, man, it's this game, So I used to walk down to the street. I used to walk down to the liquor store every day after school and play. Now, once I got a little bit older, we actually moved to downtown Long Beach, California, and they actually had an arcade. It was called the Tilt. The Tilt was cracking. When
shit,
man, the first time I went, my eyes lit up, man. I'm telling you, dude, like it from KI to Mortal Kombat 2 to Street Fighter.
yeah,
I think I was
Mortal
playing Street
Kombat,
Fighter Alpha. I mean, and they have changed all the arcades based on the new games. So all the new games were always in that arcade, because the Japan, they still do that. I mean, Tekken
Yeah.
7 was in the arcade for
Yeah.
like
Before
3 years
it came out of
before it came
console,
to
right?
console. Yeah,
Yeah.
so but just trying to and Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is my favorite Marvel of all time. The competitiveness in the arcade is something that you see at tournaments now. It's pretty much you're doing the same thing you was doing as a kid. You know, you're just trying to win money. While as a kid, you was just trying to stay on the sticks as long
And
as
not lose your
possible.
money.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, because sometimes it was rough, man. It was
Yeah.
rough sometimes, dude. And yeah, it hopefully, you experienced that because me playing I think Killer Instinct, man, I was very dominant in that game. Like I actually used to go up there super early when nobody was there and just practice.
I
I'll take
believe
a
you, Chuck Buckle.
I literally used to go up there. I used to be one of the first ones, man. Oh boy, his name was Daryl. I remember this guy. He was one
Oh
of the
shit, you
workers
remember the
there.
man?
Yeah, I used to go there every like Saturday morning. No school. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm going to the mall, to the arcade, man, and I'm going to practice Killer Instinct. And then when everybody started to fill in, I'm like, I used to be confident. I used to work people on KI, bro. Like I used to really was deep in that game. And other games like Mortal Kombat 2, I used to destroy people on that. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I mean, it was just so cool to have everybody standing around you, as you just going through 1-on-1 and people putting their quarter up there talking about I got next. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was kind of like the
That's what it's
challenge back
out,
in the
man.
day, man. That's how
Lose
they
your
did
quarters,
it.
bro.
Yeah, you put that quarter on that machine, man. Like, yeah, I got next. All right, cool, man. It was just fun. And when you go on like a long winning streak and you finally lose, man, like everybody like, damn, it's like, you try to hop back on, or
Yeah.
you just probably go to another game, depending on how long the line was. But
Yeah.
I did love that era. And that really really got me into gaming. I think the arcade kind of helped me get into gaming a lot, especially like competitive gaming. Because after that, I bought all the fighting games on the system. Super Street Fighter 2, I've Street Fighter Alpha, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Trilogy. I bought all that stuff. And that was pretty much all I was really playing growing up. That and sports. You throw like a little adventure games here and there, but I just
Yeah.
love the
Like Mario
competitiveness
and all that.
of video games. So
Yeah.
that is easily one of my favorite eras of gaming, and I feel bad for you youngins who never got to experience that because Dave and Buster's ain't no damn arcade. That is not the arcade, bro. Get up out of here. you know
Toys R Us, fam.
what I'm saying? David Buster's. What's the other one? What's the other one? It's David Buster's and it's another one. It's kind of like I forgot the name, but those are not arcades, bro. Yeah, those are not arcades, fam. Like, get that out of here. Yeah, I'm
Toys
not
R
right.
Us, man. Oh,
Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty
not
much
Toys
on
R
the
Us. Yeah.
yeah, so that's pretty much on the arcade. We do have two huge tournaments this weekend. One is CEO, of course. CEO is a premier event, and pretty much all the fighters are going to be there, from Injustice to Street Fighter, this and that. So make sure you guys go check that out. But the online arcade, we have a Street Fighter tournament coming up this weekend. It started at 5. Oh, I'm not at 5 o'clock, but on Friday, and that is, I think it's Ultimate Battle. Yeah, Ultimate Battle. With me, my boy Jabari, we're gonna be on the 1s and 2s with a little bit of Persona. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna be a huge tournament, just because we have Brody legs in this one. So I don't know. I'm like, damn, man.
All right, brother.
I'm like, do I want to sign up for this, man? I don't know if I want to sign up. I'm like, damn, Jabari, man. I know you trying to get out there and promote me. I'm like, Brody legs, fam? Like, what? We still got crossover coming back. I'm sure Simba gonna be there. Silent Warrior gonna be there. Knuckles gonna be there. My boy Teammate Fu gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be so much fun. There is still time to sign up. I will put the link in the description once this goes to YouTube, so look out for that. But it is going to be 3 days, 3 long ass days, man. It's gonna be so long, but I know we're gonna be ready. We definitely gonna be ready. And also, before we get out of here, there's another huge announcement with the online arcade. So now, if you ever watch NOBC or Friday and Wednesday night fights up in NorCal, then you know what I'm about to say. The online arcade will be starting a weekly thing. We don't know what it's called yet. We don't know what games is going to be in there, but it's just something that we want to do to reduce the downtime in between tournaments. So whatever premier tournament is coming up, we'll probably do that game, leading up to that game, just for fun, just for everybody to get familiar with each other. And these will be small tournaments, though. It's not going to be like a 40 or a 50-minute thing. Probably going to be like 20 max.
Hey,
We kind of want to knock this out in one day. We don't really want to go too hard with this. But so just look out for that, man.
If y'all advertise this shit on every freaking website possible on the internet, of course it's not gonna be one day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said, we gonna work it out, man. We definitely probably gonna be like a first come first serve thing, just to be like that. And then if you're not in, then you gotta be on your P's and Q's for next time, and sign up as fast as you can. But this is something that we want to do, and I think it's gonna be really fun. I think it's gonna be really fun for us to kind of establish ourselves as man. They doing not only like tournaments, premier tournaments each month, but doing weeklies too, and just for fun, and just having constant entertainment bringing to you guys from the online arcade. So I feel like that will be something that we will have in the future. So just look out for that. But other than that, man, Dre, any last words before we go?
Last words. Wait. Did we do like predictions in the CEO joints? Who you think? What was the thing about CEO you brought up? I remember we said we were gonna do predictions and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could just pretty much just talk about it next week. About the whole term or whatever. Yeah, I think that'd be better. We'll save that for next week. But anything else?
Nah, man, no, it's a good. This was a good one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Barry, I don't know to you about you don't know where you came from, but you signed up Punk for one of the last tournaments, man. So you know where you come from, man. You be doing that,
man. We don't want to hear that, bro. We definitely don't want to hear that, man. Nah, it's gonna be dope though. It's gonna be dope.
I gotta say, let's go back to E3 real quick before we go. Capcom, I'm disappointed that you didn't reveal the rest of the characters, man.
Oh God,
I am really disappointed in you, Capcom. Like, when are we gonna see these other characters, people? Like, E3 was the perfect time, you know what I'm saying, to show the other two, the last three. You know what I'm saying? And you dropped the ball. But you show that ugly ass trailer with that ugly ass Chun-Li. You know what I'm saying? But you don't shoot for the characters. I need y'all really get on my nerves, man.
Yeah,
y'all really get to me, Capcom. I'm gonna
it's pretty bad. I was actually expecting.
I was expecting
it, bro. Street Fighter, something, just something, man.
Nothing of Street Fighter, nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, AG, nobody playing Tekken, fam. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? By the way, man, that's my 2 cents, my last words. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, so make sure you follow my boy Dre on Twitter. His link should be in the description.
Dreology 619. Let's go.
See, I'm putting things in the description now. I'm getting better, people. I'm getting better.
Oh yeah, okay, there we go. I see that.
Yeah. So make sure you do that. I am Upchuck Gaming. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to both of us, man. And it's been a good show. I think this is a good show. Make sure you guys tune in this week for Ultimate
man.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Man. Please don't delete this.
No, I'm not. Nah, bro. I ain't touching it, fam. I'm gonna give it a couple days before I even move it. But like, make sure you guys tune into Ultimate Battle this week, man. It does start on Friday, and it's going to be an amazing show. Check out CEO. We'll come back with all the the results and all that stuff, and maybe we'll have the winner of Ultimate Battle on our show next week, man. So I think that would be kind of cool. So tune in for that. Okay. So that's something we're going to work on, and we definitely going to see what's going on with that. But other than that, man, we are out. Plus on Block episode 4 is done. KO.
You already know. We out of here, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, man.